What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering the SoFi stock. You already know what is about to happen, guys. We are literally one trading day left. Monday tomorrow, we're filming this video Sunday night, and then Tuesday morning is the pre-market SoFi earnings. And guys, I want you guys to all know we will be live streaming the earnings call, and we will be on the live stream, a couple of hours before the earnings even drop. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit your notifications, and join me on the live stream early Tuesday morning, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have over 2,000 people on the live stream, guys. This is going to be the most insane earnings that SoFi has ever put out. It is the 4 quarters in a row of GAAP profitability. This is the first milestone to enter the S&P 500, and the next milestone is to hit that $18 billion market cap. With outstanding shares that SoFi has, we need to be right around like $18.50, guys. I'm telling you right now, I would not miss this earnings, for nothing, guys. I'm going to be there. I've been covering this bad boy for 3.5 years. This is a massive milestone for the SoFi company, guys. And I'm telling you right now, you do not have a better management in place than who we have right now. Anthony Noto, CEO, and CFO Chris Lapointe. These guys are absolute killers out there, and they are in it for one thing and one thing only, and that is to hit their massive bonuses by mid 2026. That's $45 per share, guys. The middle of 2026. I'm telling you right now, these guys are in it to print money, and I am going to be riding this massive wave with them, all the way to the moon, guys. And I'm telling you right now, we are looking for some massive upside heading into this week. I'm telling you right now, if things are going to go exactly according to plan, this stock is going to launch anywhere from the $14 to $16 range by the end of the week, because short sellers are in massively still. We're talking 180 million shares sold short. These guys have not covered. Even with the first 50 basis point rate cut, these guys are still in it, massively. They haven't, covered at all. So I'm telling you right now, guys, this is going to be a crazy earnings. If you are new to the SoFi stock, you don't have a position yet, it might just be safer for you to, wait till after the earnings report, to have a deeper dive on the company if you're thinking about enter a long-term position. But guys, if you've been in this stock, holding for the past couple of months, couple of years, there's no reason to sell out here. You should have two mindsets in place if you've been holding the stock for a while: either buy the dip opportunities or hold through, any type of volatility. And that's what we're going to get this week, guys. Crazy volatility, and I am extremely excited for it. Once again, guys, I did not sell out for any type of meme stocks on YouTube while we had the crazy AMC, GameStop trades, the Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. A lot of YouTubers out there followed that hype. They got massive amount of subscribers. And now you see these guys can't even pull 10,000 views on 500,000 subscribers. What does that show you? They absolutely, killed their following, destroyed their wealth because they were giving them extremely terrible investments. And I'm telling you right now, guys, this is going to be a long-term investment for me, and I think we have massive upsides heading our way very soon. So I'm very excited for the earnings. And on this video, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my earnings predictions. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get the video to 1,500 likes. And don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. Let's try and get the channel past 20,000 subs. We're getting close really quickly. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, before we enter this video, I just want you guys to know that my Twitter, as of filming my video yesterday, guys, my Twitter has been hacked. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if somebody wants to shut me up before the SoFi earnings, but this has never happened to me in my life, getting hacked. But as you guys can see, that Twitter is actually hacked at Kyle White Go. And you can see right now the Twitter is, changed their name to PinX Progressive. So if anybody wants to, put a report on it, or, report that I got hacked or something like that, I'd really appreciate it. But, this was, absolutely mind-blowing. I hope I can get it back by, Tuesday morning, because, that's how I, get my YouTube videos out faster and faster. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because you don't want to miss my live notification, feed. I don't have an exact time, but I don't want you guys to miss that update when we go live Tuesday morning. So you're not going to see my Twitter out there. All right, guys, check this out. We had the last earnings report, the Q2, and what happened to the SoFi stock. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I wasn't extremely confident in that earnings report because of what the bears were saying, how delinquencies were going to skyrocket. There was a chance we wouldn't even be profitable and stuff like that. And the earnings actually came, and, it was a little bit better than I expected, but it still, wasn't a blowout. I'd give this earnings maybe a C plus or a B minus. But understand, SoFi was doing that massive transition last quarter, backing off, of lending and stuff like that year over year. And just look at how the stock reacted. Everyone continues to say, oh, the SoFi stock, crashes every single earnings. That's not always true, guys. We actually haven't pumped a long, long time, on a SoFi earnings report. I think that we are gearing up for a massive pump this week on these 4 quarters in a row of profitability. But just listen to what Anthony Noto said. I continue to say that I believe these analysts will be losing their jobs pretty soon because these guys are not doing the due diligence and understanding the transition that SoFi has made. You can see the stock's up 1.8%, pretty much doing nothing.
More about lending. There was only one question about the financial services segment and a question of whether we could sustain the 80% growth or not. And I talked through product growth of 40% and revenue per product growth of mid 20s to 30%, which there's still a lot of upside in both of them. And their focus continues to be on the thing that we used to be as opposed to the thing that we've become. And we're trying to emphasize the magnitude of the innovation we're driving. We've rolled out alternative assets, which helped us drive 58% growth in AUM and brokerage. In addition to that, we're providing auto, home, and life insurance. Our credit card business is starting to make a turn. And so we're seeing really strong trends outside of the traditional lending business. And it's going to take a while for people to accept that that's the driver of growth going through the rest of the year.
I think. All right, guys. Now look at what happened. The stock, didn't do anything that day of the earnings. But look at where we are at now. Yes, I believe the SoFi stock moved up because of that, rate cut and, that sentiment change. But take a look, guys. We just went from $7.40 to $11. And Anthony Noto has said these analysts are doing it wrong. They're not doing the due diligence. They don't see that we have, shifted out of lending. Now we're about to have all 3 segments moving up at the exact same time, heading into this 4 quarters in a row of profitability. And I'm telling you right now, guys, institutions are going to be loading up on the stock like they have been doing. They have been nibbling the past 15 to 18 months. Anybody can say whatever they want. Call me a clown. It doesn't matter. Look at the institutional buys. Look at the filings. That is the truth. People just want to look at this stock and, make their assessment on what the stock is doing. But in reality, it is about your earnings and earnings growth. And I'm telling you right now, SoFi is about to hit another net income, high, passing off from that convertible note where we got that boost. This is going to be a all natural, net income high, regular EPS, none of that, fake EPS numbers packed into this earnings report. And here we go, guys. I'm telling you right now, these numbers, I believe SoFi is going to hit these numbers. Financial services, $206 million Q3, and that is 77% growth year over year, okay? You didn't see one analyst talk about financial services growing at that 60 to 90% rate. They're not even worried about it. They're too worried about lending because they're not doing the work like Anthony Noto said. Year over year, they did 118 million last Q3, guys. This is insane growth. This is faster than 98% of SaaS companies inside of the cybersecurity market right now, guys. This is insane growth, and this segment is going to head to, $1 billion in revenue on its own in a matter of no time at all. Galileo, this is the technology platform. This has been the massive lagger for the past, 6 to 9 months, pretty much showing no growth at all. But if you look at the, guidance that SoFi is putting out for high to mid-teens growth, maybe 16 to 18% range, they really have to make a turn in this Q3 and Q4 to hit those numbers. And I believe, it's going to start with Q3 right now. So I'm predicting 105 million revenue. I think their all-time high is like 94. That's 17% growth year over year. 90 million revenue, last year, 2023. So this isn't even what we want to see. We want to see this segment grow to like 30% plus. But as you can see, guys, this is still decent growth from, just the early stages of Galileo, the potential AWS of fintech. I believe a lot of contracts are in place. A lot of, legacy banks are, waiting to switch over at the perfect time to SoFi. And I'm telling you, if they land a top 5, that's going to be 20-25% premium immediately. Lending revenue, we're looking at $350 million. That's 1% growth year over year, guys. And they're probably going to still ask a couple questions about lending. But understand, you can see the shift in the business, okay? They used to be 98%, 99% lending, back in 2018. Now look at the growth rates, where the growth is coming from. That's 342 million last year, Q3, so 1% growth. And overall revenue, we're looking at $661 million in revenue. This is the stock go prediction. Write it down with your pen. Look at that number while we're filming, the live stream, guys. 661. That's 24% growth year over year. This was supposed to be a transition year, backed off lending the first 2 quarters, and we're still growing 24% year over year. 531 million last year Q3. This is solid growth, and like I said before, there is a chance that SoFi is going to grow over 35% next year, and that is where I see the stock really making a run into $30 or so by the end of next year. What is my profit margin we're looking at? We're looking at an 8% profit margin. How did I get to this number? I'm just going off of previous earnings. So this is the quarter we're going off of the comp. So you can see we lost $266 million because of the Technisys write-off. A lot of bears will just say, hey, they lost $300 million, have no idea anything about it. That is the people that are calling the stock and calling people clowns because they don't do due diligence. This was a write-off for, an acquisition they made, guys. But that is going to be massive comps for us this quarter because this was the Q3. But this is where I'm getting my, net profit margin. You can see they pulled a 7.9%, about 8%. I'm keeping the profit margin the exact same. There's a chance that this could go up to, 10, 11, 12% if they, potentially back off marketing because they're seeing, customer acquisition costs drop. So I'm just going, on what they already did for Q4 last year. This was our really good quarter where we had $48 million in profit. So this is the Stocko prediction net income, $53 million. I believe the guidance is around 40 to 45. So pretty solid net income. But hey, guys, this was still supposed to be a transition year. We just got our rate cut like 1 week prior to this earnings report ending. I believe Q4 is going to be the blowout that you guys have been waiting for. And there's a possibility you're going to see, potentially 90 to $100 million in profit by the end of Q4, a million members added. That is what we're going to see on this earnings report because you are going to get the guidance. You may not get, a blowout guidance, but you're still going to get an increased guidance. I don't believe SoFi is going to sandbag like they usually do because they know too much is at stake with those massive bonuses on the line, in mid 2026. So this is what we're looking at, guys. $661 million in revenue, $53 million in profit. This beats, the guidance on, SoFi's, investor presentation. And some numbers to be looking at right now, guys. We got the 3-year high coming for SoFi. That just shows you how terrible the price action has been for the SoFi stock, guys. 1170, we just hit 1140, on Friday and then pulled back to 1099. But guys, understand that $18 level is even more important because I believe we're going to get into the S&P 500 once we break that $18. Next year, 2025, the end of the year, I believe we are going into the S&P 500, potentially by our 6th or 7th profitable quarter in a row. So we still got to knock out the Q4. We still got to knock out the Q1 2025 and then Q2 2025. I believe we're going to be eligible because this stock is going to be way over $18. And here are the bonuses right now for the SoFi stock and SoFi management. $25 at the bonus 1. $35 is the level 2 bonus, and then $45 is the level 3 bonus. So these are the numbers we need to hit by mid 2026, guys, and I believe we're going to surpass these easily. You got great management in place, steering the ship, trying to get this to a massive profitability company, and that is exactly where we're headed. Now let's talk about price action on what we could potentially see on some blowout numbers, increased guidance, 4 quarters in a row of profitability. Institutions across the world are going to be able to buy into the stock even more. And as you can see, we're at about $11. Let's just assume we finish at Monday at $11 and we go up 20%. The stock's going to hit $13.20, Tuesday. That is absolutely insane. And if we get a massive blowout, some big news on Galileo, another, lending platform deal, we could potentially be looking at 30%, increase on the stock price. That's going to bring us to $14.30, literally at the beginning of November, guys. That is the type of price action that I believe we're going to see if this is a blowout. And I believe we are going to get a blowout because you can see the stock was already finishing green. The Q2 earnings were up about 2%. And, everyone brushed that earnings report off. And look what happened. We're up, additional 40%, 3 months later. I'm telling you right now, I think Wall Street is flipping on this stock. And you're going to see massive, shorts get squeezed because these guys are loaded at 200 million shares. If big whales like Vanguard, BlackRock, Silver Lake come in and double down, increase their position by 10, 20, 30 million shares, it's going to be a wild ride heading into the end of the year, guys. There's no telling how high the stock could go. Potentially, most bullish case scenario, this stock could clip $20 by the end of the year, in my personal opinion. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoy doing these videos for you. Once again, be ready, guys. We're going to be doing that live stream Tuesday morning. So be sure to, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. And please, report the Twitter that I posted earlier. I got hacked. I can't believe we got hacked, but understand, guys, I really want to get that Twitter back before we head into earnings because, I want to, pump the stock as much as I can. So be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. My name is Kyle. Hope you have a great day.